I think all beginning writers, and maybe even all writers in general, struggle with description. Nope, I don't. You're saying I don't struggle. I know how to describe things. I have all the adjectives. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. See, the problem I see in especially like beginning writers working on their first piece or maybe even their second piece, is that what we want to do is as soon as we walk into a house, right, walk into a room, or a character walks onto the page, we want to stop and take a paragraph or two paragraphs and like describe it from every angle, every nuance, and just use all those adjectives to like build up a picture in our reader's head. The problem is that this is boring and also unnecessary. Your reader is building a picture in their head of your characters and your settings on their own without your help. Already, every time they're reading, they don't need you to paint them a picture. Phoebe's a little emotional about this. Here's the thing, I'm not telling you never to describe a character and never to describe a setting, but the problem is we don't need everything. My rule of thumb in descriptions is the thing I'm describing inherently important to the story, to the plot? Does it affect the story in any way? So if you're going to tell me that a character has blue eyes, but in terms of like what happens in the story, that doesn't actually matter, then don't tell me. On the other hand, if you're going to tell me that the door to the room squeaks and later on it squeaks and gives away a person's location or something like that, then that's important and you should tell us. You definitely want to give your reader a feeling of what the character looks like or is like. You definitely want to give them an ambiance of what the space is feeling like, but you don't need to give every last detail, and certainly not all in one long string of description. The other place we do this is with feelings. We like to just come up with new and different adjectives to describe emotions, but that gets monotonous too, and there are more interesting ways of doing it. So today is Thursday, February 20th, and we have BookTube Writers Group tonight, and the prompt for this week was to describe an object, and the object is the personification of an emotion, of a feeling. So you're not going to tell us what that feeling is. You're just going to give us a description of the object, the place, something like that. Basically anything that's not a human being or an animal. And you're going to have that thing be that emotion. And the craft that we're working on is just getting better at being subtle and being, artistic in our descriptions. So join us tonight at 7 p.m. Central.